You feel it, don't you? That subtle sting when someone seems to have what you desire. That quiet tension when others succeed and you feel left behind. Spiritual awakening doesn't mean life suddenly gets easier. It means you're being tested by the shadows within and around you. Envy is a silent drain, a hidden weight on your energy. And if ignored, it shapes your thoughts, decisions, and even your path to higher consciousness. But there is a way to rise above it, to transform envy from a force that drains you into a signal that guides you. By the end of this video, you'll see envy differently, understand its spiritual roots, and discover practical ways to release its grip so you can step fully into your power as one of the chosen ones on the path of awakening. Envy is a mirror. It's not about them. It's about what your soul hasn't yet reconciled within itself. When you feel envy, notice it. Don't suppress it. Sit with it. That uncomfortable pull, the whisper of, "Why them, not me?" It's a message. It shows you the parts of your life or self that crave attention, that hunger for recognition or validation. The first step in handling envy spiritually is awareness. Awareness transforms subtle sabotage into conscious choice. The moment you notice envy without judgment, it stops being a trap and becomes a teacher. Most people think envy must be hidden. That feeling, it makes them weak. But that's a lie. The truth is, hiding envy fuels its power. Every time you let envy simmer beneath the surface, it grows stronger, influencing your energy, your focus, your interactions. You might think you're reacting to someone else, but the real battle is internal. Once you recognize this, you reclaim your power. You see envy as a signal, a spiritual compass pointing to the areas where your soul is ready to expand, to level up, to claim higher consciousness. Now let's confront a common trap, comparing yourself to others. Social media, success stories, even casual conversations, they all trigger the envy reflex. You glance at someone's achievement and immediately feel less than. But here's the shift. Comparison is the enemy of your own growth. It steals energy, clouds clarity, and keeps you running in circles. The spiritual way to handle envy isn't to pretend it doesn't exist. It's to turn comparison into inspiration. Instead of asking, "Why them, not me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Every success you witness can teach you strategy, mindset, and persistence, if you approach it with curiosity rather than judgment. That subtle twist transforms envy into a roadmap. Envy also thrives on attachment. The more you cling to outcomes, recognition, or validation, the more you're vulnerable. Imagine envy as a small fire in your chest. Every thought of "I should have that" is fuel. The spiritual solution is detachment, not indifference, but freedom. Detachment allows you to observe envy without being consumed. It's the space between desire and reaction where transformation happens. In this space, you begin to see life as a series of lessons, not competitions. You start to understand that someone else's victory doesn't diminish your own potential. It expands the universe of possibilities for you. A profound realization is that envy is often tied to fear. Fear that you're not enough, that your life is lacking, that your talents are unseen. Once you acknowledge this fear, you can address it directly. Ask yourself, what am I truly afraid of losing? What part of myself am I denying? When you face these questions, envy loses its grip. You stop chasing external validation and start building internal fulfillment. The journey toward higher consciousness is paved not by what others have, but by the mastery of your own mind. Every moment you move from fear to awareness, you elevate your energy, and envy becomes powerless. There's also a secret most people miss. Gratitude is the antidote to envy. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring your goals. It means recognizing what already exists in your life. When you focus on your own growth, your own journey, and the blessings you already hold, envy fades. It doesn't vanish overnight, but it loses its intensity. Gratitude turns envy into recognition, a quiet acknowledgement that others are on their path and you are on yours. You begin to appreciate the successes of others, not as threats, but as proof of what's possible, as motivation to strengthen your own journey toward mastery and higher consciousness. Another layer is the practice of reflection. Envy often points to hidden desires or unacknowledged dreams. Take time to journal or meditate on the feelings that arise. Ask yourself, what do I really want? Not what I think I should want based on what others have, but what resonates with my true self. This clarity allows you to channel the energy envy produces into focused action, instead of resentment. The energy that once fueled comparison now fuels creation, innovation, and personal growth. The path of the chosen ones isn't free from envy. It's defined by how effectively they transmute it into personal power. Spiritual awakening amplifies all emotions, envy included. That's why it can feel so intense during moments of growth. But here's the twist: these moments are opportunities. They reveal where you've been hiding from your own potential. Envy is not a flaw, it's a signal. A signal that something within you is ready to awaken, to step into higher consciousness, to manifest a version of life you haven't dared to imagine. Handling envy spiritually is about translating this signal into insight, action, and liberation. It's the inner alchemy of turning tension into energy, scarcity into abundance, and longing into clarity. Finally, understand this: envy is temporary, but growth is permanent. Every time you face envy, observe it, detach from it, learn from it, and express gratitude. You take another step on the path of spiritual mastery. You begin to move through life without the weight of comparison, without the constant pull of other people's shadows. Envy loses its grip not because it's ignored, but because it's transformed. And in that transformation, you access a higher vibration, a deeper understanding, and the freedom to live authentically, fully, and powerfully. Here's the truth: handling envy spiritually isn't about becoming perfect, it's about becoming aware. Awareness creates choice. Choice creates freedom, and freedom is the foundation of higher consciousness. As you move forward, let envy be your guide, not your jailer. Let it show you what your soul desires. Then release it and focus on your own growth. Embrace gratitude, practice detachment, and channel your energy into creating the life that aligns with your highest potential. If this connected with you, thank you for watching until the end. Like and subscribe. Your journey matters, your growth matters, and the world needs the version of you that can rise above envy and shine from a place of clarity and strength. Remember, you are on a path that many cannot see, but those who choose awareness, reflection, and inner mastery will thrive.